Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristi. Today's video is going to be a low carb, keto, and diabetic friendly meal prep. I've been giving my disclaimer lately about the way I meal prep. I don't have little containers where I put my side dishes and my meats and my bread or dessert in, and then we just take those to work with us for lunch, or we'll pull these out for dinner and eat. Meal prepping for me means having desserts prepared and ready to be consumed at a moment's notice. Having a few meats already prepared so that when we do have those busy nights or we come home late, we've already got a meal started and we're going to be able to throw something together really quick. So if you're not already following me, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way, every single time I upload, you'll be alerted. I have lots of keto-friendly recipes over here on my channel, grocery hauls, what I eat in a day, so many different types of videos that you're going to be able to watch to get ideas from to help you on your weight loss or your diabetes journey. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have my name at the bottom of the screen, and I'll have everything in the description box, like my TikTok and also the Facebook group, All Things Keto with Kristi. So if you're needing some additional content, check down there. You can click on those links. They'll take you right on over. Any discount codes or any items mentioned in this video, they're also going to be down in that description box, so I can save you some money on some of your favorite keto items. So make sure you always check that for deals. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The Perfect Keto sale is coming to an end. The last day to take advantage of that is going to be March 7th. It is basically a build your own bundle kind of deal. The more you buy, the more you're going to save. So if you buy 5 or more items, you are going to get 35% off of your total order. This is the best deal I have seen since Black Friday, so go ahead and stock up on the collagen, the bar, the MCT oil powder, and definitely these new cereals. I'll have that linked below for you, so all you have to do is click on that in the description box and it will automatically apply the discount at checkout. Meal prepping, a really simple recipe. Sausage and cheese dip. We like this with pork rinds. I like to make the Aldi's cheese fries and cover it with this. It is so easy. Only 4 ingredients. And you're gonna have this ready to eat on or snack on all week long. Your sausage of choice, go ahead and brown that up. Cook your sausage up completely. If you don't have one of these spatulas, that's what I call them, a spatula slash smasher, smashulas. You need these in your life. It makes chopping up your ground beef so much easier. I always have it linked below because this is one of my go-to items. See how fine that chops it up. Completely cook your sausage and remove any of the extra grease that is in your pan. To the sausage, you are going to add an entire can of drained Rotel. Now's the time if you want to add any additional spices or seasonings, jalapeno peppers, go ahead and do that. Then cook until there's no liquid left. Add in an 8-ounce block of cream cheese and mix until it melts. Once your cream cheese is melted, you're going to transfer this over into a baking dish. If this looks familiar from anything you've seen recently, let me know in the comments below. I have the entire set. Add a layer of your favorite cheese. We've talked about the Fiesta Blend cheese a million times. That's our go-to cheese of choice because it has so many different types in there. Then we're just going to stick this in a 350-degree oven for about 5 to 10 minutes until your cheese is completely melted. Fresh out of the oven after the cheese has melted. Great with pork rinds, your favorite tortilla chips, low carb, of course. Perfect if you're going somewhere and you need to take an appetizer, or you just want to have this on hand like we do for a late night snack. I like to have at least one thing made for a quick lunch if we need it. Now normally I have more than that, but this week all I can think of is chicken salad because we have not made any in quite some time. I'm going to use a can of the Members Mark chunk chicken breast. The only thing in this is the chunk chicken breast and water, so you don't have to worry about any extra ingredients. Mayo I'm using is going to be the Duke's. Now the main ingredient in this is going to be soybean oil. So if you have autoimmune issues, trying to stay away from ingredients and products that may cause inflammation, Soybean oil is one of those, so you may want to find a cleaner one, but this one doesn't have any sugar. Then the last ingredient that I had in is pickles. You can use whatever pickles you like best. This is the hot and spicy. We are obsessed with all things spicy. This is the Clausen. They're in the refrigerated section. No sugar added into these. This is all I put in my chicken salad. This chicken comes out in big chunks, just like the name on the can says. I like to go ahead and take a fork and break that completely apart. Basically, I just want to get it shredded. Then I add in 2 big spoonfuls of mayonnaise, chopped up pickles. I like pickles, so I put quite a bit. Now, as an added bonus, I put a little bit of pickle juice in there too. By pouring in that pickle juice, I'm getting the flavor and I'm getting some of those peppers that was in the pickles. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix all that up. Added in some pink salt, cover, add it to the refrigerator. Now we have a really quick and easy lunch when we have a busy day. I made another loaf of the 3 ingredient tahini bread. That was in a recent video, so I'm not gonna go over exactly how I made it, but it's super simple. I'll link that in the cards for you, and I'll also link it in the description box. It was the TikTok recipe video. Here is half of that loaf. The other half I went ahead and sliced up and individually packaged, and I put it in the freezer. So that way I'll be able to tell you soon how well it freezes if you're worried that maybe you're not going to eat an entire loaf. So quick review, because many of you ask how I liked the bread, or you wish I would have tasted it because I can tell you my thoughts on it. Just know that I'm never going to bring you guys a recipe that I don't like. I have tried a lot of recipes. If they turn out horrible, I do not share, because first, I do not want to bring you something that's hideous, and second, I don't want to talk bad about other creators. And just because I don't like something doesn't mean someone else isn't going to love it. As far as this 3 ingredient tahini bread goes, I'm obsessed. If you know anything about tahini, you know it just is ground sesame seeds. It has a little bit of a nutty taste, but it's pretty much bland. So anything that you put on this, that's the flavor that you're going to get. My favorite way to eat this is with a spoonful of the no sugar added peanut butter. That's the Smucker's Natural. Where storage goes, like I said, I already froze some of this. I'll get back to you on that. The rest of this I will leave out on the counter. If it is not eaten within 2 to 3 days, I go ahead and stick it in the refrigerator. Of course, you know I'm already storing this in an airtight container. And for those of you wondering, tahini can be found in most of your grocery stores. It's been at Walmart forever. It's one of your ingredients in hummus, so you should be able to find it. When I go into a grocery store, I just ask someone that's working there, where can I find the tahini? But this is also good with egg salad, pimento cheese, chicken salad, and I have toasted a piece up and it toasts up well. Like I said, I'm like on our 3rd loaf at this point. I like it because it doesn't spike my blood sugar. I'm meal prepping a dessert, no shock there. You guys know we like to have our sweets. But this one is actually for a family get-together we're having this week. And there are several diabetics going to be there, and about 4 people that are doing low carb or keto. So I wanted to have something that everyone would be able to eat, and even the people that aren't keto wouldn't know. So this is what I'm calling berries and cream dump cake. I have my crock pot set on low. To the bottom of my crock pot, I'm gonna add some of the Wix sugar-free glaze in the strawberry flavor. I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of this, but it just depends on the size crock pot that you're using. You're just gonna want a thin layer of this on the bottom. On top of that, we're gonna add our berries. Now you can use fresh or you can use frozen. I picked this one up at Walmart. It's the blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. This is about the layer you're wanting to achieve. Go ahead and stir that now because you're wanting to get the glaze on the berries. Cover the crock pot because now we're gonna have to cream together our cream cheese and our sweetener. In your mixing bowl, add 1/4 cup of keto-friendly sweetener and an 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And this is the consistency you're looking for. Now spoon that out on top of your fruit. You don't have to spread out the cream cheese. Those dollops are just fine. As this warms up, it's going to melt. This is just the Duncan Hines classic yellow cake mix. It's keto friendly. You can get this off of Amazon, grocery stores, Walmart. It's pretty much everywhere at this point. It's around $4.98. If you want to make your own homemade, like vanilla classic yellow cake mix, you can do that and sprinkle it on top too. In a separate bowl, melt 4 tablespoons of butter, add in the cake mix, and thoroughly combine. Once you get it all mixed up, you have this nice sand-like consistency, and we're gonna sprinkle that on top of our cream cheese. Personally, I found for me it's better if I go ahead and push the cake mix down so that it's more compact. On top of this, we're gonna add pats of butter, lots of butter. Now remember, at no point did I say that this was a low-calorie dessert. Cover and let this cook on low. Tip, if your crock pot has a tendency to sweat, you don't want any of that extra moisture getting on your cake, just raise your lid and put a couple of paper towels across that, especially if you're gonna be home and you're gonna be able to keep an eye on it, because we don't want any accidents, of course. But you don't want all that moisture dripping down from the lid onto your cake. Now, while that cake is in the crock pot getting ready, cake/cobbler, let me just mention this. I have no idea what the macros are. I'm just looking for a dessert that we can take to a family function that will make everyone happy, keto or not keto. Let this cook for about 2 hours on low until the edges start to brown. Let's take a look. That's what I'm talking about right there. I wish you could smell this. It's amazing. I'm gonna cut into it in a minute and let you see what a big bowl full of this looks like. It's impressive. Serve warm, add some sugar-free ice cream to the top. 2-ingredient keto turtles. This is all you need is some Lily's chocolate chips. I pick up the salted caramel. I pick up the pecans at Costco. I get some when I go to Sam's. I always get the ones that are raw. So what I do is I put these in the oven and I'm going to roast those for about 7 minutes so that it makes them a little more crispy and it brings out the flavor. There's what they look like when they come out. That's just an extra step that you don't have to do. I just like to do it that way. Now, your Lily's chips, the chocolate salted caramel flavor, you're gonna need 1 cup of those in a microwave safe dish. We're gonna microwave these in 30-second intervals. You're gonna stir, you're gonna pull them back out, and you'll put them back in until they're completely melted. Once your chocolate's melted, go ahead and add in 1 1/4 of pecans. Once the pecans are fully covered, I'm just going to scoop these out onto a piece of parchment paper so that I can place them in the freezer until they set up. I place these in the freezer for about 5 minutes and they're already set up. There's no need to add coconut oil to these if you're worried about them not setting up. I store these in the refrigerator anyways. They're amazing cold. That's it. And I did not figure up the macros, but since it's 2 ingredients, it should be pretty easy. Just add all of that up and then divide it by the number of turtles you end up with. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Let me know, how do you meal prep? Do you use those little containers or do you meal prep like I do? Just sporadic so that you have certain items done so you can throw a meal together really quick. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.